Hello everyone, and welcome to one of a few camps where the complexity keeps ramping up. We have a lot to cover, so to save time, forgers will also be shown right after the confessionals. It's 5 a now, so you have to deal with this rule. Here's the board, and here are the 8 dice the game will start off with. The top 8 in the next challenge can select a die. After that annoyance, let's get right into it by starting with the roller actions. So, 2 people have attacked Sword Limits rule, while Excalibur attacked Vivian's only rule, and Propass attacked Electrodrift Mingle rule. That means 2 rules are now at 1 HP. After that, let's get to the votes. Safe with no votes are Squawkabilly, Ayuwoki, and Glacium. Safe with 1 vote are Cloth and Excalibur. Let's make it a quick one. Starmarks got 4 votes, Vivian got 2. But you all know why we're here. To conclude the round, let's announce the rules. Okay then. That means we have 10 rules to cover, starting with Cell's rule added with the instant rule ticket. Curry time. During the time Mingle isn't available, all contestants have to look at a different curry photo each time this minigame happens, and just like Mingle, you have to choose the ingredients per reaction emoji. It won't always just be curry. If only at least 1 to 8 people react to an ingredient, won't win or lose anything. If more than 8 people react to an ingredient, will gain 1 HP. If no one reacts, they will lose 2 HP. Now, this rule is very confusing, so I'll be explaining what's gonna happen. You'll get a curry photo during rounds without a mingle. You must then react with an ingredient in that curry. The penalty is for not reacting. After that mess, we have Blade's third rule. Control C, Control V. When creating new rules, legislators must choose to copy and paste the rule made in the other set of rules. This cannot be vetoed by the leader, and each player may only use this ability once per set change. This rule is unrestricted by set. Pretty simple, you can now copy and paste existing rules for when the rule sets change. Third up is Pokefans rule. Operation Democracy. After the rule will be added, episode 6a, you will be allowed to create new parties or join other parties. If you want to create a party, you need to send me the following. Name of the party, leader, how you want your party to be referred as, optional, what do the party want to accomplish, and the logo of the party. Every 5 turns, the election will happen where the contestants will vote what party they want to rule. The leader of the ruling party will be able to change something in other rules once per turn. First off, I want to say that this rule did get invisible ink penned, so Blade did not see this rule. For the rule itself, we have politics now. And fortunately, due to poor writing, the election isn't until rounds. Coming up next is Liberty's first rule since 1A. The Storm. Every round during an episode, there is a 1 in 3 chance of a storm. A storm will do 5 damage to everyone who does not have a shelter. Anyone who has a shelter can share it and protect 2 others. The price of shelters has also reduced to 3 wood and 2 stone. I'm surprised Blade didn't veto this, but this rule makes shelters far more important than they used to be, with a massive penalty being at risk if you don't have one. Also, this rule activates near the start of the round because of how it's worded. After that, quite important rule. Next up is Claw Wizard rule. Supermarket. For the next 5 rounds, suggest an item to be added into the shop. Approved items guarantee 1 coins, denied ones don't, but that won't give you a penalty. If you didn't submit an excuse, you'll lose 3 HP. Now, contestants get to add an item to the shop. You only have to suggest 1 item in those 5 rounds to not suffer the 3 HP penalty, and it does not need to be accepted for this penalty to be lifted. These items will be shop swapped in. Starting the second half of the rules, we have Scoliped's rule. Tailwind modified. Every 2 rounds a Tailwind event will happen. On the round the Tailwind event happens on, the top 3 players gain +2 bonus HP. We have the introduction to extra HP. This rule is self-explanatory otherwise. Otherno's rule is the next one to show. Shot in the dark. This rule adds the shot in the dark form survivor. When played, the player will give up their votes and have a 1 in 6 chance of voting all votes cast against them. If it lands on not safe, all votes cast against will still count. Every player gets a shot in the dark the moment this rule goes into effect. Another simple rule. You can gamble from safety now, even if that safety is just for 2 HP. 3 rules left, and Squawkabilly's rule is next. Never gonna give you up. If you really wish to, you can give 1 of your own HP to an alliance member. This cannot be done once someone reaches 0 HP. Yep, you can give HP now. That's about it. Our penultimate rule is from Poa Pass. Let's spice things up. Adds a new edible forgeable resource, hot pepper. When eaten, take 1 damage. Defines a new cooking recipe. 1 hot pepper makes 1 hot sauce. When hot sauce is edible, when eaten, take 1 damage and you can breathe fire on another player or rule of your choice, dealing 2 damage to the target. Hot sauce can be sold for 3 coins and bought for 5. We have a new item to forge. Pepper takes away your HP, but when making hot sauce, it becomes much stronger. The final rule of this episode is from Party word rule. No swear words. Well, okay then. Not much to say here. Let's end the rules with something a little better. An executive order. Round 6's survival mechanics now reads: golden coins are treated as the same resource. At the end of every round, every participant can eat up to 1 edible item or resource from their inventory. If they do, they get the stuffed status condition. Also, if you die while being heart swapped, the heart swap becomes permanent and will be public. These were 2 loopholes and unintuitive quirks that needed to be fixed. And that concludes the rules. We will be hitting the end of round 10, where just a few bears get eaten and not much else changes. So round 4 is over and round 5 will now begin. The next challenge will be tomorrow. Everyone, get down here as it's time for the next challenge. Wait, is that a storm? Quickly, everyone try to get under shelter. Well, damn. It seems like a lot of carnage was done. No one is dead yet, but some contestants are really approaching it. Throwing that aside, here is a new shop. Before the challenge starts, we have to roll a legislator die. It's a 4 again, so you will be selecting 9 legislators. Let's actually get to the challenge, which will be a little different this time. You will all have 5 HP in this challenge, separate from your real HP. Every round, you will choose to tag someone. If you get an odd number of tags, you lose that much HP. However, if you get an even number of tags in a round, you lose no HP. You can tag even if you're eliminated from the challenge. If you don't tag at all during the challenge, however, you will be marked as a DMP and will not be placed normally. You cannot excuse in this challenge. The predictions are as follows. Because this challenge has rounds, You all have 24 hours to give me your first tag. And I will see you all for some tag in action. I'm messing up on the second line, Jesus. If only what the frick is going on? Oh my god, bad wording. Bad wording. The rules without rounds. Oh my god, there's a typo. God, what's the Pokéfan? I don't know how to say your name because Polish is impossible. Well, but at the same time, I don't want to call you Pokéfan. Jesus Christ. What is that rule wording? Holy sh! Forageable resource. No, edible forage. To be finished. Oh my god, there's another typo there. Everyone, get down here as it's time. Oh my god, what the am I doing? Frick, I don't have a dice ready.